Hello, it's me, Ian. Welcome to Help! My School Trip is Magic. Our magicians are no longer supply teachers. They are now masquerading as staff in some popular attractions. And because we know you know them, we've disguised them even more. We've secretly filmed the results with special hidden cameras. Let's see what's coming up in today's show.
We just have a look.
John's performing some hairy magic at the wildlife park, but when it becomes scary, will he make the class jump out their skins? Catherine's got stainless steel skills, but will she need to spoon-feed you in tricks of the trade? You've been sending in clips of all your best magic tricks, and later on I'll be picking my favourite. It's the wannabe wizards. And Fergus and James are tackling something tricky at the rugby stadium.
What are you doing? That's just embarrassing.
But will they try the school trip's patience, or will they score with some winning magic? Do you think you'd be able to tell if your school trip was magic? Do you? Here's two titans of trickery, John and Fergus. They're a great double act. And to celebrate their success, John's got Fergus a present. But it's not just a pack of cards. In fact, not even. It's a present that keeps on giving. Oh, look, a lolly, now you're talking. A crayon for scrawling autographs. Where's all this stuff coming from? John likes to package tricks full of surprises, but where are the cards? A magician needs those. Boom, there they are. Fergus is impressed, and there's even more spectacular tricks on the cards for this school trip. And here are the trippers now, stepping carefully onto this coach, ready for an outing that's going to leave them shouting. What their parents and teachers know, but they don't yet, is it's not just going to be a fun day at school, it's going to be magic. They're going to have a wild time because they're off to Paradise Wildlife Park. It's got everything from meerkats to big cats, including lions, leopards and tigers. But not this cat. She's not involved in this trick, but she's having a fun day out with this new friend who's become a bit too attached. Here's a cheetah, and in order to help our magicians cheat the school kids, they're getting disguised. Fergus, that look is a keeper. Not sure about yours though, John. Nor are they. Meanwhile, the coach is heading into the wilderness and these cheeky monkeys are looking forward to seeing the animals. It's going to be a day full of surprises. Not least the magic, so let's get some inside information.
I'm really excited about today because Fergus is going to be performing out of his skin, quite literally.
I'm involved in a trick with John, but I can't possibly say what it is yet. But I'll just say this, it would involve my very best acting skills.
Those magicians are snakes in the grass, especially John. He's a real boa con trickster. The kids have arrived and they will soon be headed to the education room to see some magic. No worries though, because our magicians have been keeping a lookout. Like this owl, the kids are looking around, which gives Fergus and John enough time to get back to their camera hide. John's going to be a lone ranger for this bit once the kids have parked themselves down.
It's grand to see you all. Have you been having a look round? Have you been having a look round? Can you all tell me what animal you've seen so far? Put your hands up, put your hands up.
They've seen a hairy, lesser-spotted magician, but they haven't realised it yet.
What have you seen, fella? A zebra, wonderful zebra, aren't there? Now, tell me something. Does a zebra have white stripes on a black body, or does it have black stripes on a white body?
One of life's conundrums, as is, why is that empty cage there?
You know what? I don't know. I don't do zebras. I'm not into zebras. I've never worked with a zebra.
He's never worked with any furry animals, unless you count Fergus. He's very hairy.
What have you seen, lad? Lion. You seen a lion? Oh, they're big beasts, aren't they, the lion? Big, roary things. I like the lion. What have you seen, lad?
I've seen a monkey.
You've seen a monkey? Well, now you're talking my language, lad. Put your hands down, you're talking my language. Because, you see, here at the Wildlife Park, I am sort of what we call a primate expert. All right, that's what I do. I work with the primates.
John evolved from a gorilla, just not that long ago.
You see, your primates, right, your primates are your monkeys and your apes. And there's another thing that's a primate. Have a guess what you think is a primate. Yes. Chimpanzee, no, there's something else, right? We're primates. In fact, all my mates are primates. And I'd like to demonstrate some of the characteristics that primates have. And I need one of the teachers to come out here and we're going to point a few things out. What's your name, fella?
Mr. Bowman.
Mr. Bowman, wonderful. Come out here, Mr. Bowman. Give Mr. Bowman a little round of applause.
That arrow is pointing at Mr. Bowman.
If you just come and stand here, Mr. Bowman, that's lovely. Now, Now, just come a little bit closer to me because I've washed my hair and I've got all dressed up today, especially for this talk. They don't normally let me do them, you know. They normally have proper people. I've never done a proper talk before.
That's because he doesn't even work here.
What we're going to do, Mr. Bowman, right, I'm going to point out some of the characteristics that we have with a primate. You see, now, a primate, they have what we call opposable thumbs, right? That means our thumbs are opposing our fingers. Have a look at that, Mr. Bowman. Can you see that?
I don't love thumbs, but I wouldn't say I'm opposed to them.
So we can pick things up. That's what monkeys and apes can do. You see, they can use tools.
Like a monkey wrench, for example.
And they can feed themselves, and they can groom themselves as well. They do a lot of grooming, right? Because they've got their hands, you know, they've got fingerprints. Primates have fingerprints, like us, and fingernails. That's what primates have.
John's not being a cheeky monkey for a change. This is all true.
But you can see here, Mr. Bowman, he's groomed himself. Look at the way he's trimmed that beautiful beard there. Is that in that gold? He's all lovely and smart, and he's polished his suede shoes. He's done everything, you see.
You can't polish suede shoes.
And I like to do the same thing. I like to groom myself. You know, no, I do. On a morning, I'll wash me. Well, I won't wash my hair, but I'll scrub up. I'll do my teeth. I'll get myself all grand, smashing and shiny.
What went wrong today, John?
And one of my jobs, when I get here, after groom myself, Mr. Bowman, I have to groom the animals and I have to groom the primates. Now, to groom the primates, I use this. Now, this is called a monkey brush.
Keep your eyes on that brush. Some magic coming up.
It's no normal brush. You wouldn't use this on your hair. Wouldn't use it on Mr. Bowman's hair, right? Because it's quite stiff. And if you have stiff bristles, it gets all the hair off your monkey or your primate or your ape or whatever you're doing. Now, Mr. Bowman, can I ask you a question?
Sure. Yeah.
Have you been anywhere near the primate enclosure?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
He's very sure about that.
Well, that surprises me, because I think you've walked past them, because if we just have a look and I'll give you a little brush like that, look how much hair. Look how much hair. Look at that. You've got all your monkey hair there, that's primate. There's a little bit of spider monkey on there, and there's a little bit of the other monkey. I don't know the name of them all, because I haven't been doing it long. And look, you've even got a monkey nut. You've got a little monkey peanut there. They're lovely.
How did all that get on there? The brush was empty. It must have come on Mr. Bowman's back. Let's get a rewind. The brush was empty.
I'll give you a little brush like that. Look.
John rubbed it on the teacher's back, and then it was covered in fur and a stray nut.
You've got all your monkey hair there. Honestly, you should watch what you're doing. So anyway, I groom the monkeys, right? I groom them, I get all the hair and stuff off them. You need to get a good brush down, I'll tell you, fella. And then the other thing that I do after I've groomed them, right, is I'll feed them. Now, who can tell me what you think, a primate would eat? Yes. Fruit, very good. They like the fruit, yes. Banana, they love the bananas. It's one of the favourite things. And that's how I knew you'd been near the monkey enclosure. You see, because just behind your ear, you have got a banana. Look at that.
He must have had it there for safekeeping. No wonder he couldn't hear anything on the coach down here.
Absolutely ridiculous. I don't know what you're doing with that.
The class can't believe it. That's not ape-appropriate for a teacher.
Mr. Bowman, you've been a wonderful primate. Can you go and back sit down? Give him a big round of applause, boys and girls. Wonderful.
This isn't the school outing they'd been expecting. They don't know whether to laugh, cry or clap. John had two zoo tricks. One was nutty, the other was fruity.
Just behind your ear, you have got a banana. Look at that. We'll put one of these bananas.
And he's about to throw another banana skin in the mix. Now Catherine is going to set you a magical challenge in tricks of the trade. If you fancy yourself as a magician, here's some mealtime magic your family will savour. Catherine will show you how to get a spoon into a glass by using another spoon which is not allowed to leave the table. What is the scoop on this trick? Can you work out how to do it? Keep watching and you'll find out later in the show. It's gonna be amazing. It's back to the wildlife park where our very own Silverback has been a massive nana.
Just behind your ear, you have got a banana. Look at that.
Will he slip up when the magic steps up?
So I groom the primates, I feed the primates. So the other thing we have to do is we have to exercise the primates. You see, we have to move them around. And sometimes we'll lend them to other zoos. Like another zoo will say, well, I want a monkey. I'll deal with that. I'm the monkey man. And we'll transport them, from enclosure to enclosure. Now, to transport your monkey or your primate, right, your ape, anything like that, not a human, we wouldn't transport a human in this, we use one of these. This is called a transport enclosure.
And no, it's empty and has been there the whole time.
You wouldn't put your chimp or your monkey in there for a long time because it's not very big, is it? That wouldn't be nice. No, we only put in there for a short period when they're travelling from one enclosure to another. And we have to do certain things to make sure that the ape is happy. You see, the first thing we'll do is we'll put one of his favourite foods, which is That's right. We'll put one of these bananas in the little enclosure like that.
Let's hope the chip magic goes right, otherwise John will look like a right chump.
Right? And then once he's in, we'll transport him. Now, if it's at night time, he might have a sleep. So if he wants to have a sleep, we'll cover him up just like this. But to be honest, we don't do that very often.
Whoa, there's something in there, but it was empty.
This is Charlie. Hello, Charlie.
Charlie's a silly gorilla, that's for sure.
Oh, Charlie boy!
He's friendly, he's almost human. But human or not, how did he appear?
Say hello to Charlie. Give him a wave.
The class are going ape. They're having the time of their wild life. Now let's reveal the animal magic.
I didn't know you were in there, Charlie. He's having a sniff. He's having a sniff now. Oh.
Now, I do have a confession to make. I'm not a real monkey.
Hold the front page.
And I'm not a monkey either. My name's John.
I'm Fergus, and you have been set up by your schools, by your teachers, by your parents, and you're all going to be appearing on CBBC's Help My School Trip is Magic!
It was a hairy trick and one you could never ape at home. But what did they think of the trick?
It was very amazing. It shocked me.
John's zookeeper kept them guessing.
When he put the blanket on, there was nothing inside the cage.
But to be honest, we don't do that very often.
And then when he took it off, big fat gorilla jumped out.
It jumped out and the class freaked out.
My hand was in my throat.
And Fergus was in the gorilla suit.
Magic. I can't... Look, there's no words for it.
It was a gorilla thriller and the school trip had no idea John was a magician or that Fergus was a gorilla. How long would it take for you to shout? Still to come, more cutlery and magic than you can handle when Catherine reveals the secret and tricks of the trade. Have you worked it out yet?
I take my socks.
And Fergus knocks their socks off at the rugby stadium at Willie's Story Wash. Or will they realise their school trip is magic? But first, we ask you to send in clips of yourselves performing your best magic tricks. We received loads of clips from all over the country. Each week I'll be choosing a favourite wannabe wizard and showing them to you guys. Peter from Walthamstow has got 2 tricks, and for the first he's taken a leaf out of Catherine's book and a drawer out of the kitchen.
Hello, now I'm going to be showing you an amazing trick
We don't doubt that.
with this cutlery drawer here, with one of the teaspoons from within it. I'm going to get one of them out.
Looks normal to me.
Now, I've got the teaspoon here. Now watch this. If you could you at home help me with this trick?
You bet ya.
Could you just focus really hard on the spoon and imagine it bending?
Are you all doing that?
And watch this.
Whoa, look at it, it's bending.
If I click my fingers, it starts bending. Now can you imagine this side starting to bend by itself?
Okay.
2, 1, go.
There it goes.
Click my fingers. Can you now imagine this side start to bend?
Will do.
3, 2, 1, go.
Whoa, look at it go.
Thank you very much. We have one amazing mind bent spoon. Thank you very much for helping at home.
You're welcome. And as promised, here's a second trick to bend your mind.
Got a short piece of rope,
Short, yeah. On his shoulder for safekeeping.
a medium piece of rope,
Very medium, well done, yeah.
and a long piece of rope.
Long piece, got ya.
They don't stretch or shrink much at all.
Okay, got ya.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to arrange them in height order, from smallest, medium to large. Now, as they're different lengths, they all start at the same place and finish at completely different places.
We can definitely see that.
Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take them up to the top, all up to the top, so they all start and finish at about exactly the same place. If I click my fingers just like this as they start and finish exact same place, if I split them and pull, they should be almost about exactly the same length.
Oh, wow, almost amazing, but it gets even better.
I've got 1, 2, 3 pieces of rope. Now if I take one and put it over my shoulder and I've got the other two, and I'm gonna tie a knot.
He's not kidding. Not as in rope.
So, now I've got one long piece of rope. Both of them tied together. Watch, if I click my fingers they can take.
Whoa, how did he do that?
I've got a long piece of rope, a medium piece of rope,
Just like the start.
and a short piece of rope. Thank you very much.
The pleasures all twine. Here's Magician Fergus looking smart. He better not get ink on his clothes. Don't worry, it's a roller ball. Wrong shaped ball for this trip though. Here's year 4 passing down the coach. Their teachers and parents have body swerved the magical truth behind this school trip. The pupils think they're just having a welcome time out of school, but the extra kick is that it's all one big trick. They're going to the World Rugby Museum at Twickenham Stadium. Fergus is in the kit room. You don't find many rugby players putting on makeup before games. He's also getting support from Welsh wizard James. The coach full of rowdy would-be supporters is still on its way. So it's time to let off some steam with some clever wing play. High fives all round, except they're getting their twickers in a nest, if you get my gist. And just in time, here's the coach of kids. What can they expect? Let's hear James's pitch.
We're about to tackle some rugby-inspired magic.
Hope they're better at tackling tricks. The class is in the museum learning about this tough sport. Will this be our magician's toughest assignment yet? The hidden cameras are set. There's not even time to try a line out. Let's hope they don't get found out.
My name is Arthur Time. I work here at the stadium.
For time, he's having a laugh. Nice Irish accent though.
The stadium's been here for over 100 years.
True.
It's the home of rugby union. So we have 55 games a year here at the stadium.
Also true, but Fergus's game is magic.
Isn't that cool?
Cool, but Fergus is sweating, hoping he doesn't get rumbled.
Now my role is I'm a bit of a handyman, a bit diverse. I get called in for all sorts of jobs. I do things from the fixing, like the DIY stuff. I do lots of kit and washing. I polish boots. Occasionally, I even have to do the dishes for the players.
Do the dishes? Fergus is hoping to clean up in the world of magic.
Now, the biggest problem with the washing is the socks, because of something called the odd sock problem. Who here has heard of the odd sock problem?
Who hasn't?
Loads of you. Wow. And it is the bane of my life. I put the socks into the wash in pairs, and then I come out and I've always got one odd sock. Who here has had this? That's right, all of yous. Pretty much anyways, most of yous. I'm going to demonstrate that now with 2 baskets.
2 empty baskets.
Do you want to see it? Yeah! Right, so imagine now I take my socks, I separate them.
There's 2 yellows.
Do it again. With another pair of socks.
In go the blues.
Do another pair of socks.
Whites with dark, you're a renegade.
Now obviously these...
Splitting up the reds.
But imagine now they...
In go the pinks.
So 1 washing machine here, 1 washing machine here.
And then another white pair. A yellow pair. A fascinated stare. Blue then pink, all separated. 1 sock in each basket.
Now, we're going to introduce the odd sock.
The washing machine's favourite. Kept it in a handy display case.
This is bad news. Upsets my washing all the time. Which basket would you like the sock to go into? This one or this one? Make noise. So for this one...
They can do better than that.
This one?
Yeah! They've had a free choice and they seem very keen on that one.
So the sock goes in to that basket. There is now 1 extra sock in this basket. So if I go through and pair up all the socks, I'll be left with 1 extra sock. Right? Yeah! Here is the strange, annoying, inexplicable thing about the odd sock problem. Look, in here we have 1 pair. We have another pair.
He's making pairs from the socks in the basket. There's going to be an odd red in the end.
And we have 1 final pair. And the odd sock is totally gone.
What? That defies all logic known to humankind. Where's it gone?
But then, that's the thing, my washing machine over here, which is actually a basket.
He's going to make pairs out of that basket.
We have another pair. We have another pair.
They can see where this is going. Doesn't mean they can work out, though.
And look, can you see at the bottom of that
Here it
basket
comes.
is the one odd sock.
That is one odd trick. The class can't contain their confusion.
And that is why I keep
Fergus can, however, contain his tricky sock.
in this little container so it doesn't ever upset my washing. Now,
You might think that statue behind Fergus is rugby players at a line out. You'd be wrong. They're hanging their socks out on the line. Fergus put his magical reputation on the line too when he aired his dirty linen in public. But he was about to shock the class with a sock.
who here has heard of the odd sock problem?
He unpaired the multicoloured socks. He then added in one red one into the left basket.
So the sock goes in to that basket.
But that's when things got really odd, because the spare red sock ended up in the right-hand basket.
Is the one odd sock.
That wrong-footed him, but this trick's about to step up and change up a gear.
What are you doing? That's just embarrassing. You're not going to open it with your feet, are you?
Now it's time for Catherine to reveal the secret and tricks of the trade. Catherine will show you how to get this spoon into a glass using another spoon which is not allowed to leave the table. Do you try and lever the spoon off the table with the other spoon? No. Do you move the glass under the spoon? No, you have to use the big spoon. Here's how. Place the spoon in a line next to the glass. Put the end of the big spoon under the head of the little spoon. Then knock the head of that spoon firmly. Watch this. Let's get a rewind. Put the big spoon end under the little spoon head and knock the spoon head firmly. That trick will make your mates flip. Back to the rugby stadium, and if the first half was hard to follow, it's time to call on a super sub. Our man from the valleys, James, in his Welsh rugby shirt.
Thank you so much, thank you. Right, now, as Arthur's just said, we both work in the laundry, but it's not just socks, even though that is crazy. I just have no idea. We also have to deal with lots of other bits of kit, mainly shirts. Now, as you may know, next year we are holding the 2015 Rugby World Cup.
True enough.
So you can imagine there's shirts from all over the world.
20 teams, in fact.
So we thought we'd play a game with you today now. We would show you a shirt and you've got to try and figure out which country it's from. Does that sound fun?
It does sound fun. I'm going to play along.
Well, we've got the shirts. You're in this box. So if we start with the first one.
James is about to get shirty. I can feel it.
Actually, yes, yes.
I got it. It's a bit of a knack, this one.
Stuck. You got it?
Fergus can't open that box either.
I'll tell you what, we'll cover up the box for now and we'll try a little something else. We'll get to that in a second.
No, I think you'll be
what
alright,
are you doing? That's
No,
just
just bear
embarrassing.
with me.
What is James up to? The class don't know.
You're not going to open it with your feet, are you?
Yeah, but you just...
James is struggling to open the box with his feet.
Now, we're going to bring out some shirts. That's what we were going to do. But instead of that, I'll just name you some...
Hang on, James has changed strip.
Tell me.
In fact, he's changed into Catherine.
Who plays in a white shirt?
Fergus seems not to have noticed.
There's a couple. There's a couple of teams.
They know the answer to that, but they want to know the answer to what's going on.
Very good.
The Catherine's out of the bag. But where's James gone? Enough of Fergus's shirt quiz. It's quizzical looks all round.
Yes. New Zealand, that's... Who are you?
I'm Catherine.
That's right, and I'm Fergus, but where's James?
I don't know.
It's time to blow the whistle on this magical game.
Maybe he's in the box.
He can't be, can he?
Hey!
Oh, sorry about that, everybody.
He can, but how? And he swapped shirts too, from red to blue.
But at least you've now seen all the shirts represented by the British and Irish Lions. We got Scotland, Ireland, England, and Wales. But we are not lions, but we are lion.
They're lying, all right, those dirty rotters.
We are magicians.
They can't believe they've been duped.
And all of you have been set up by your teachers, by your parents, by your schools And there's a camera there, there's a camera there, there's a camera there. You're all going to be on CBBC's Help My School Trip is Magic!
All the home nations in total elation. The magic involved changing strip, but let's hear from the spectators on the school trip.
I thought, how did that happen?
What a shock! Who'd have thought that you could do magic with a sock?
At the bottom of that basket is the one odd sock.
The sock going from one basket to the other basket was amazing because it didn't see how it happened.
They didn't see this coming either. Fergus couldn't get the box of shirts open, so James tried to get better leverage.
When he put the blue curtain up, he went down, then this lady appeared.
In a late substitution, Catherine appeared and James disappeared into the sin bin.
He opened the box and he was dressed in this different outfit.
Not a Jack in the Box, but a Jim, and he was now wearing a Scotland shirt.
Oh, sorry about that, everybody.
No one apart from real magicians could do that.
They tackled it with a plum, and the class never suspected their school trip was magic.
Four great shirts, four great teams. I do like this one, but it makes me look a little cross. See you later, but until then, if you're on a school trip and you think something magic's going on, maybe you'll find yourself shouting, "Help! My school trip is magic!"